Another day, another story. Greetings, my friends. Today, we will be discussing the topic that many of you have been eagerly anticipating. The 47 Ronin. Background of the 47 Ronin. The 47 Ronin, also known as the Akko Vendetta, is a well-known historical event in Japan. The story involves a group of samurai who seek revenge against a court official who caused their leader to commit seppuku, or ritual suicide. The event has been the subject of numerous books, plays, and films, and is considered a significant part of Japanese history and culture. To fully understand the background of the 47 Ronin, it is important to examine the political and social climate of Japan during the time period in which the event took place. Japan was ruled by a shogunate, a military government headed by a shogun, who had supreme power over the country. During this time, samurai were at the top of the social hierarchy and held significant power and influence. However, as Japan began to modernize and westernize in the late 19th century, the power and influence of the samurai class began to decline. The incident that led to the revenge of the 47 Ronin took place in 1701, when Lord Asano Naganori was ordered to host and entertain a court official named Kira Yoshinaka. Kira had a reputation for being arrogant and difficult to work with, and he insulted and humiliated Lord Asano during the visit. In response, Lord Asano drew his sword and attacked Kira, an act that was strictly forbidden in the shogunate's strict code of ethics. As a result of his actions, Lord Asano was ordered to commit seppuku, or ritual suicide, and his lands were confiscated. Following Lord Asano's death, his retainers were left without a leader and without a source of income. However, a group of 47 of his former samurai, led by Oishi Kuranosuke, vowed to avenge their lord's death by killing Kira. The Ronin spent months planning and preparing for their revenge, and finally carried out their attack on Kira's residence on December 14, 1702. The aftermath of the attack was complex and involved significant political maneuvering. The 47 Ronin turned themselves in to the authorities and were ordered to commit seppuku, but their actions were viewed as a heroic and honorable act of loyalty to their lord. Their story has been retold numerous times in literature, theater, and film, and continues to be a significant part of Japanese culture and history. Events leading up to the incident. Prior to the occurrence, there were a series of actions and situations that led to the incident. It is important to understand the background and context in order to fully comprehend the sequence of events. To begin with, there were certain factors that contributed to the overall environment leading up to the incident. Additionally, there were specific actions taken by individuals involved that influenced the situation. By examining these details, it is possible to gain a more comprehensive understanding of how the incident came to be. As Japan began to modernize and westernize in the late 19th century, the power and influence of the samurai class began to decline. This shift in the social hierarchy created tension and conflict between the samurai and other classes. The incident itself was triggered by the actions of a court official named Kira Yoshinaka. Kira was known for his arrogance and difficult personality, and when Lord Asano Naganori was ordered to host and entertain him, Kira insulted and humiliated him. In response, Lord Asano drew his sword and attacked Kira, an act that was strictly forbidden in the shogunate's strict code of ethics. As a result, Lord Asano was ordered to commit seppuku, or ritual suicide, and his lands were confiscated. Following Lord Asano's death, his retainers were left without a leader and without a source of income. However, a group of 47 of his former samurai, led by Oishi Kuranosuke, vowed to avenge their lord's death by killing Kira. The Ronin spent months planning and preparing for their revenge, and finally carried out their attack on Kira's residence on December 14, 1702. While the incident itself was a violent act of revenge, it was also a reflection of the complex political and social climate of Japan at the time. The actions of Kira and Lord Asano were indicative of the tensions between the samurai and other classes, and the aftermath of the incident involved significant political maneuvering. The 47 Ronin turned themselves in to the authorities and were ordered to commit seppuku, but their actions were viewed as a heroic and honorable act of loyalty to their lord. Overall, the events leading up to the incident were shaped by a combination of historical context and individual actions. By examining these factors, it is possible to gain a deeper understanding of the incident and its significance in Japanese history and culture. The aftermath and impact of the incident. The impact of the 47 Ronin incident on Japanese history and culture cannot be overstated. The event has become a symbol of loyalty, honor, and revenge, and has been retold in countless books, plays, and films. It has also had a lasting impact on Japanese society, influencing everything from the legal system to popular attitudes towards revenge and justice. One of the most significant impacts of the incident was on the samurai class itself. The 47 Ronin were seen as heroic figures who embodied the samurai code of loyalty and self-sacrifice. As a result, their story became an important part of the samurai mythos, and helped to shape the way that samurai were viewed in Japanese culture. However, the incident also marked the beginning of the end for the samurai class. As Japan began to modernize and westernize in the late 19th century, the power and influence of the samurai declined, and their way of life became increasingly untenable. The incident also had a significant impact on the legal system in Japan. Prior to the incident, there was no clear legal framework for dealing with acts of revenge. However, the case of the 47 Ronin forced the shogunate to create new laws and regulations to deal with such situations. This helped to establish a more coherent legal system in Japan, and set a precedent for how revenge was to be dealt with in the future. In addition, the incident had a lasting impact on Japanese attitudes towards revenge and justice. In many ways, the story of the 47 Ronin represents a kind of idealized revenge fantasy, in which a group of underdogs triumph over a powerful oppressor. This has led to a popular fascination with revenge in Japanese culture, and has helped to shape the way that justice is understood and pursued. Finally, the incident has had a lasting impact on Japanese popular culture. The story of the 47 Ronin has been retold in countless books, plays, and films, and has become a staple of Japanese media. This has helped to keep the story alive in the popular imagination, and has helped to ensure that its lessons are not forgotten. Overall, the 47 Ronin incident had a profound impact on Japanese history and culture. Its legacy can be seen in everything from the legal system to popular culture, and has helped to shape the way that people in Japan understand justice, revenge, and honor. Thanks for watching.